Okay, this is going to be a reading for Aquarius. It's a love reading for the first week of August, so this weekend going forward into next week. How are you feeling about the connection, and how is the person on your mind feeling about the connection? Spirit guides, universe and angels, please give me 3 cards for Aquarius. How are they feeling about the connection this week? Okay, so we've got the 8 of Pentacles. So you are wanting to work on things, you're wanting to build, expand, hone your craft, your skills, your talents. Either have a rebirth or continuation of growth in the connection, okay? Okay, Page of Wands. So 2 is the start of a new cycle. So balancing priorities, decisions, settling energy, duality. Keep your eye on your goals and enjoy every moment. This is a love of life, courage, excitement, free spirit, enthusiastic discovery. They're about to embark on a new adventure, okay? So that fits with a rebirth. One more for Aquarius, please. Okay, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So the Wheel of Fortune upright is good luck, good fortune, fortuitous. You have strength in new beginnings, the cycle restarts. Now you got the Wheel of Fortune reversed, so it says misfortune, so bad luck, failure, chaos, broken sequence, returning again to the same situation. So it's a cycle, but it's not a new cycle. We're doing the same pattern, the same problem, the same scenario, the same person. Things are not going to grow and expand or be rebirthed because there hasn't been change yet, okay? Okay, let's get 3 cards for your person. Yeah, they're confidently walking away from the 8 of Cups, okay? There's a need for rebirth, change, settle decisions, make your decision and take action with confidence. Action, change, journey, instability, lack of centre, dissatisfaction and separation. So this person wants to walk away, they don't want a rebirth, okay? The Tower. So the Tower is possibly being orchestrated by your person. Okay, this is major change. Life is not going to be the same. The Tower is a very dramatic looking card, but it gives way to what's in place, which is something established that is, it no longer serves us, and what rebuilds in its place is where we need to be going, okay, and what's going to serve us something much better. So as far as your person's concerned, they're walking away from something prior that was no longer serving them, no longer making them happy, causing them woes, and they're making way for something new, something better, okay? So whether that's with you or someone else remains to be seen, okay? The Ace of Cups, okay? So that is being in love. It can also be self-healing, having total love for yourself, unconditional love, new feelings, new friendship, beauty, opulence, pleasure, self-love, the Ace of Cups. So this could be, you know, going on a quest to find the Ace of Cups. It could be a period of healing after a period of upheaval, you know, being rejuvenated, but you would normally associate that with the Star. So I think they're looking for love, they're looking for being fully in love, you know, love that's returned, requited, mutual, you know, abundant. They definitely don't want to return to the same problems, okay? Yeah, so you're, and now you're also in an energy of wanting to be truthful, honest, trustworthy, okay? Not sneaking around, nothing going on behind anyone's backs, no lying. Okay, so genuine intentions. 2 more cards for the outcome, please. What is the outcome of this connection in the first week of August? We're in a period of reflection, looking back at what's been grown so far. Yeah, going forward is investing further into a connection. But what you're doing right now and what they're doing right now is they're in a period of contemplation, and their answer is to walk away and yours is to build. So you're on very different pages to one another. One more for the outcome, please. Yeah, King of Cups reverse, so this is to be cold, okay? So looking at your cards, which are very positive, it doesn't fit, okay? It fits with your sense of misfortune and going back to the same situation. It fits with their emotion, which is to walk away from their cups that were established with you. To create a tower moment where life is not going to be as it was. It's going to be very different, and go in search of the ultimate, you know, goal of being completely in love, head over heels with someone. The start of a new journey elsewhere, I feel. I will get clarification. Lack of emotional intelligence, lack of control, merciless, shifty in dealings, cold. You know, the King of Cups in the upright is someone who is abundant with feelings, emotions. They're generous, they're compassionate, they're considerate, they're balanced, they're wise. They're able to, you know, navigate complex emotions and keep everything on an even keel. But in the reverse, it's someone who, you know, they lose control of their emotions and there's too much, or, you know, they completely take them away and go stone cold. So that seems to fit with your person's actions, doesn't it, and not with yours. So let's get some cosmic insights, okay? Please, can you clarify the Eight of Cups for Aquarius' person? Why have we got the Eight of Cups? Challenges. Yeah, there's been too many challenges. It's got too hard. And they want to get away and heal now. They want to leave the Eight of Cups behind, okay? The Nine of Cups is personal satisfaction, and the Ten of Cups is family, a whole family scenario, and then the Ace of Cups is like new love, being in love, falling in love, okay? The start of a new cycle. So I feel that they want to do that with someone else. energies can be reversed, they flip the roles. You know, it could be you that wants to walk away and create a tower moment for new love. Sometimes that happens in readings. So, fire sign, fire energy, air sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So these could be that your person, Aquarius is a fire sign. There could be Aries, Leo or Sag. There could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or they may have some of these placements in their chart. It could just be the energy that they're embodying, because fire is like courage, anger, and air is clarity and clear communication, and they came with the Tower. So possibly they're getting clarity on what they want, and they're going to create a Tower moment for the start of, you know, love with somebody new. Why have we got the Ace of Cups, please? Why the Ace of Cups? Why the Ace of Cups? Yes, luck is on your side, so they're feeling that they can meet someone else. And they're, you know, often like starting over with someone new. The problem is when you know each other really well and you've opened up to each other, you know one another's darkest secrets, and you know what to say to really hurt and do irreparable damage to one. You've trusted one another with your deepest, darkest secrets, you know, fears, your own sort of, the chinks in your armour. You've trusted the other person, and unfortunately when you have a lot of hurt, you've overcome a lot of hurdles, but, you know, people experience times where they have a lot of resentment for one another for one reason or another, and they know what to say to do irreparable damage, and once that's being done, sometimes too much water has gone under the bridge, and it's just time to call it a day, you know, learn your lessons and move forward solo. Try to reflect, try to do things differently, do things better, evolve, you know, grow before heading into something new, because just because you go to one new doesn't mean it's going to be, it might feel easier and nicer to start with, or you might, you know, oftentimes you can feel worse and think, well, this is making me feel even worse and even sadder because I'm not getting the enjoyment out of it, you know, to the level that I thought I might. So then it can throw you backwards. It's very important to have a period of reflection, you know, do some shadow work, go into hermit mood, really consider what went wrong, you know, or you know, decide to draw boundaries, like over what you're willing to accept, what you're not. Try to visualise what you're looking for, manifest, you know, what you do want as opposed to what you don't. Try to forgive as well. Okay, why have we got the Seven of Swords? Why have we got the Seven of Swords reversed, please? It's a truthful kind of energy. Health issues could arise. So for the sake of people's sanity or physical health, we've got with earth sign and pets, moving, change of residence, for practicality, for logistics, for health, you know, there needs to be a change in who lives where. Why have we got the Seven of Pentacles, please? Why the Seven of Pentacles? guardian, a lost loved one watches over you. So date night, get ready to be winding down. Perhaps there's been a period of reflection by you or your person, and there's clarity over the fact that, you know, better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. But you have to surrender things sometimes. You know, if you're putting 110% into something, what more can you do? Just because something has come to a close doesn't mean it didn't happen, or you have to act like it didn't happen. And, you know, a lot is achieved through, you know, children should never be, you should never regret having children with somebody. You should never regret, you know, spending many happy memories with somebody, but you can't always keep it going. Sometimes it needs to be closed out, okay? And it feels like someone that knows you, that has passed away, is actually trying to intuitively send this message to you. You know, some kind of spiritual guidance, intuition, wisdom, higher knowing is coming through, and we're getting some clarity on this. The fact that's with date night says to me, like, you know, it's time to look for a new cycle as opposed to a rebirth with the same person. New rather than renew seems to be the answer, but I'll get more messages. Okay, why have we got the King of Cups reversed, please? Which is a cold energy. It's someone that's, you know, swinging between losing their temper and, you know, completely withdrawing, isolating themselves, or, you know, having a lack of compassion for others, lack of empathy, lack of understanding. You know, they're out of control, they're not in control of their emotions. We've got water sign keeps showing up there, doesn't it? If it's meant to come out again, it'll come out. Sexuality, commitment, liar, confession. Someone's broken a commitment here. They've snuck round behind someone's back to have intercourse with another person, and they've possibly confessed it, and it's causing this to come to a close, this relationship, this journey, this lesson. And in return, you know, there's just absolutely a shutdown of, you know, that's it. The door's closed on this relationship because of that revelation, I think. Can you give me a message for challenges, please? Be more selfish. See, I never see that as like positive. It looks really aggressive to me, and it's come out with challenges, and it's come out with walking away. It's been too many challenges, and it's time to be selfish, because the other person been selfish and done what they want to do. You know. Give me one for fire sign, air sign, and the Tower, please. who is this fire sign or air sign, or this person that's embodying fire and air, which is courage and truth, clarity, intelligence, Tower. I'm ready. That's the Fool energy. It's fire, it's taking a leap of faith, okay? This person wants a new cycle with someone else, it's done. They're ready, they're going to be selfish, they're going to leave, they feel that luck is on their side. Give me one for yes, luck is on my side. And was it the Page of Wands? No, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, nah. I'm manifesting you, look, the Ace of Cups. I imagine you naked. They want passion. They want someone to behave like that with them. They don't want to hear that you've been like that with somebody else, or if it's just flipped around, you know, you don't want to hear that they've been like that with someone else. You want, you know, a new start. You want to be selfish and start a new cycle. Someone's been unfaithful here, and it does seem like a break in commitment, unfaithful. Yeah, which people do that when things have already come to a close, and then you're just kind of going through the motions, continuing living together, continuing building. It becomes more like a business arrangement, and unfortunately everybody gets lonely, everybody misses passion and excitement and intimacy, you know. All people get lonely, don't they? And you know, rightly or wrongly, they step out of a commitment and lie about it because they don't want anyone to know. Maybe they're ashamed, maybe they know it would hurt a lot of people, but ultimately if somebody does do that, it tends to be because they're genuinely lonely, genuinely like unfulfilled. So is it right to then say, look, let's do this again, let's return to the same scenario, the same problem? You know, the trust is gone, and perhaps there's already been a stepping out of the relationship or the marriage. Right, we've got earth sign, pets, moving, health. Give me one for earth sign, pets, moving and health, please. What was the tarot card under there? Seven of Swords reversed. So this is like, you know, facing reality, being truthful. I want you to choose. I could be your hero. I'm obsessed with your body. I'm too afraid to talk to you. I need more balance, strength. I think so, yes. Okay, so there definitely is a need for balance here, but it's going to be a balance found not through one another, but separately. Okay. Need to find those things solo. Like there needs to be a period where you're apart and you're not with anyone. You're just sitting in the emotions, sitting in the actions. Let the dust settle. Find out what the new patterns are, new behaviours, new reality, new circumstances, and then think about what is it that I want and manifest it. This is how you move forward. This is how you create a new vision, new goals, and then you work towards them. That's all you can do, you know. But it's important to have that period of reflection and let things settle first. Right, so we've got date night, guardian, a loved one watches over you, and the Seven of Pentacles looking back on. looking back on the past, okay, deep reflection, what's already been done, what's already been achieved, what's already been established. I'm too afraid to talk to you. I thought we already had that one. I think some of these are written twice. Let me have a look. Yeah. We've got that card twice. That's double confirmation. Right, give me one for liar, commitment. And the King of Cups reversed. Where are the other cards that were with that? Before? Sexuality and confession. I don't think this is about changing sexuality. I think this is about a lack of intimacy, a lack of passion, and going and finding that outside the marriage, outside the commitment. It could be someone exploring. I mean, when you explore your sexuality, it doesn't mean you're going for a different sexual preference. It could just be that you want to explore your sexuality further. So you might be homosexual and you want to explore that further. You might be heterosexual and want to explore that further. How can you do that if you're with someone who's not being sexually active with you anymore? You know, and some people require intimacy. They require, you know, the physical act of showing love. And it's not wrong, but it's also not fair to be in a marriage that's become platonic, where one person is still wanting and still requiring and needing. You know, for emotional nurturement, you need to be intimate with your partner, you need to feel close to them in order to work together. How can you do that, and how can you blame someone for stepping out if, you know, if you're withdrawing from them and you are blocking them and you're making them feel like they're not attractive anymore, or, you know, refusing to, you know, go near them? That's very unfair, and that happens a lot. It happens for periods, but it shouldn't stay like that. You've got to take responsibility and claim that as your part in things. If you are someone that's not being intimate with your partner, that's your issue. It isn't their issue. And it's their issue that they're stepping out, but it's come from a joint problem that you have. You know, of course there are people who are promiscuous, they're sex addicts, they, you know, put too much value on sleeping around and, you know, they're not able to commit. I'm not talking about that kind of person. I'm talking about where there's a natural change in the dynamic or the relationship that you have, and it's just non-sexual, you know, and has been for a long time, like years. It's not fair to kind of expect someone to just turn off that part of themselves, because that is, you know, in terms of your chakras, that's your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus. All those chakras determine what happens with the rest of them. So you're changing every part of a person by denying them that. And you know, I'm not saying you have to have sex with somebody, but if it's your partner and you've married them and they're not allowed to be with anybody else, they want to be with you, they love you, you are playing a role in the breakdown of that relationship, that commitment, that loyalty. You have become disloyal to them if you are denying, you know, making them feel like, you know, they're attractive, that they're close to you. If you're pushing them away and putting a wall up, you know, and refusing to be intimate with them, you can only grow apart. So I'm not talking about someone who on the same day is sleeping with you is then going out and sleeping with someone else, because that's disgusting behaviour. and there's definitely something wrong with people who do that. I'm talking about people that have drifted apart, okay? With some zodiac signs as well, it is more within their nature to need that full intimacy and full connection, okay? And it's going to deteriorate really, really quickly. Some people can go a long time without being intimate, and some people really can't. Seek professional advice, wrongful advice. So whether this is, you know, taking advice off friends or family rather than going to a professional, with regards to this breakdown in the connection with this betrayal, adultery, which is what it is, in the eyes of the law and the church. Spiritually, you know, is it done? Is it over? Is the cycle closed? Do we need to go our separate ways and move on to a new one? Because if one person wants to stay together and the other person wants to leave, you can't make them be with you. What you can do is talk about it with a professional mediator and a therapist, you know, and see if there's any hope, and at least seek to sort out what caused this direction, this way that things went. Sometimes there is stuff left to say, you know, but you can't manage being in a room together without losing it. So sometimes stuff can be sorted out with counselling, but a lot of the time simply to heal and forgive, you know, it's a good idea. Let's get some advice. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so maybe you are supposed to discuss what happened and learn from it. What's done is done. It's part of your story. It's part of your actions. Actions come from thoughts, and thoughts come from hurt feelings, a sense of lack, you know. So it's about self-exploration, reflection, you know, getting professional advice, understanding what went on, talking about it. You know, this is life, isn't it? It's life. Nothing is a fairy tale, nothing's Disney. You know, thank God it's not. Clarity of mind, okay? It's not a competition. It's not about villainising one person, is it? A commitment to each other, coming together in union, being a partnership, being a team. You may have equally given financially, or you may not have, or you may have taken turns looking out for one another. You've probably achieved a lot as a couple, but somewhere along the line there's been lack, and it's not about deciding who is right and who is wrong. It's about being open about where the hurt is coming from, where the loneliness is coming from, and finding understanding and putting a close to negative emotions, resentment, hurt, pain, and healing. And some people do move forward and they're able to still know each other and be in each other's lives having unpacked everything and repacked it, reframing it as, you know, we're people who established good things together, but now, you know, we are not cohabiting anymore. Let's get another one. Being yourself is sacred, okay? No one's perfect and no one is right and no one's wrong. No one's a villain and no one is a heroine. In relationships, you know, we're all just people reacting and doing what we think is right at the time, okay? We're experiencing a lot of lessons, a lot of growth, challenges and pain. They bring growth, and you are wonderful, you have a lot to offer, and, you know, things change, they move forward, and life carries on. So just remember that you've got to honour yourself and what it is that you want, because if you have stepped out, you know, of a relationship, a commitment of some sort, a marriage, it's because you're not getting from that what you need anymore. And if your partner's done that, you know, they weren't getting what they needed, and, you know, that's not for you to try to fill that cup or fill that void for them. And you haven't done anything wrong. It's just maybe time to close out a cycle, be selfish, think about what it is that you do want going forward, you know, drop the burdens and not go into something naively and blindly, but take time to reflect, visualise what you want, and heal and accept what's already taken place, you know, and make a calmer environment for yourself as separate entities that, you know, have, say, like if you have children or, you know, things that you've achieved together, you still have achieved that, you still have things to be proud of, things to be thankful for, lots of memories, but it's not always right to continue forward together. And sometimes it's not possible, even if you would like to do that or you feel like you want to do that. Sometimes there's just been too much water under the bridge, and, you know, it's just not possible. So if this reading doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. Leave it for whoever it is for, okay? If it does, it's all going to be okay, okay? It's time to walk forward, think about what you want now. Alright, thanks, sorry, not Sagittarius, Aquarius.